Hi traders, welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris, and this video, of course, looking at the euro dollar and pound dollar. All right, let's kick off with the euro dollar. This is the 1 hour chart. Big momentum to the upside here on this chart, and it looks like 5 waves up. Let me show you right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I better drawn like this. 5 waves. I think now there could be an ABC correction like this, and price might retest support levels a little bit lower. Now, for the moment, price is keeping its head up pretty high here, but I do think there's a good chance that price might break through this particular support line and make that a bigger correction. If it breaks through the 21 EMA band or zone plus this trend line, I think that's a good probability. In that case, we could put this fib on and price might go to 122.50 minus 272 target. And if we put the fib on the other swing high, swing low from here to here, we can see that there is a 50 fib and a 61.8 fib, which could be bouncing spots for more upside. For the moment, there is a double top, so I think there's a good chance that price might make that retracement. As you can see here, it's struggling to break through these tops as well. We can add another resistance line there. So price is at a pretty sturdy resistance zone, and if it does break above that, there is a good chance of a breakout continuation. We can put a fib from here to here to get an idea about the targets. 124 could be a target at the 61.8 fib, 124.70 at the 78.6 fib. Those could be levels to think about as price breaks to the upside. But I'm expecting price to make a little bit of a correction first and then bounce for that continuation higher. You know, another level to think about could be right here. This particular level, that could be the left shoulder, this could be the head, and this could be the right shoulder, hence making an inverted head and shoulders. Now the upside is invalidated if price breaks below this bottom. That's the key level for upside bounce, because if price breaks below that level, then we are getting a bigger downtrend. You can see here, I'm talking about this level on the daily chart right here. In that case, price is going to make a bigger bearish correction, and price could fall down to the long-term moving average at around 120. That's a psychological level too, of course. At this moment, you can see why price is struggling, not only because of the 4-hour resistance, but also because of basically the moving average band. You can see the moving average band acted as support here within the uptrend, even here, but then price broke below it. All right, and now it's moving back towards it. So the psychological role of these moving averages have turned from support to resistance, for the moment at least. And therefore, price might make a little bit of a retracement here. And what I'm expecting is that price will head up like this. Now, as I said, if it breaks below this, that would invalidate it, and there would be a potential bearish breakout down to 120. If it breaks below that bottom, and if it breaks above this top, there's a breakout possibility too. And if it tests this bottom, I think there is a chance of a bounce. Now, how far will this breakout go? That's the question. I think there are two answers to that. One is, what I think is the most likely, is that this is still a wave 4. All right, we had a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and we go up for a 5. And that wave 5, the blue wave 5, will finish a bigger wave 5 on a higher time frame and could indicate the end of that upside. The target of that wave 5, of the blue wave 5, is the minus 272 target. All right, when putting a fib on the wave 3, and that's around 127.50, 127 here, 80 to be precise, but 127.50 is a quarter level. So that's the main target. The second alternative scenario, which I think is a bit less likely, but still possible, is that this is actually finished wave 5 here, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and this is a wave 1, bearish wave 1, up we go for bearish wave 2, and down we go for bearish wave 3. So that's why you can see how important this bottom is, and this top, by the way, because a break below or above that level invalidates one of those two scenarios. A break below this means that this is probably wave 1, 2, and this could be a wave 3, and that could be a lot of momentum to the downside. So that's not something I think, to ignore. So those are the two main scenarios, but I'm leaning towards a bullish wave 5. Pound dollar is making its rebound higher, and it doesn't look like this is a wave 4 at the moment, because it went into the price territory of wave 1, and that broke above, even though slightly above this resistance level. So pound dollar is a bit tricky because it's really caught in between support right here, strong support, but it also has a lot of resistance above it. So I don't think the pound dollar is that interesting as a currency pair right now. It would become interesting if price breaks above this resistance trend line, or if it will be able to break below this 137 support for a bearish breakout to the downside. But between those levels, I'm a little bit skeptical if I would want to trade it at this moment. If anything, it looks a little bit more bullish because we do have 3 bullish candles in a row. So I do think that, plus this channel, so I think that there's, on the pound dollar, still more likelihood that price will bounce and continue up to this resistance trend line. But it's very fragile, and this channel is not that great as yet. So price is moving pretty fast to the downside at this moment. If I had to choose, I think a bounce up to resistance at about 139.50 is the most likely. But if it does break below this bottom, then that changes things. And if it breaks above this trend line, that would mean a bullish breakout too. So that's my 2 cents on the pound dollar for the moment. Choppy, but still leaning towards bullishness right here, and especially when it breaks out. But if it does break below support, then a bearish breakout is more likely. All right, that wraps it up. Check out more free analysis at theleadcurrency.com or our YouTube channel, of course. And you can also find on our homepage, basically you can find an ECS.start package with a lot of free information and free material and tools. And above all, wish you good trading. Cheers.